G'day viewers, well, today I started reinforcing some of these old meter boxes. I got all my terminal covers in one big box packed away. I have to pad this up, put some meters back in this box. Boxes are tested meters which I'll store away safely now. That way I can neatly store them and that. Coming out quite well. Yeah, someone put there's a group on Facebook called Shitty Electrical, and someone posted a photo of the utility company, the local power core company, with a skip bin just full of these meters. Single phase ones, these ones, them one, BAZ, it's a skip bin full, and those time switches. Oh man, that was a sad sight. And it just said, where your old meters go to die. Man, if I was there, I'd be taking a whole bloody skip bin home. It's sad, really sad. In favour of this smart crap, but yeah, I better store these in boxes and pad them, bubble wrap them all and put them all in boxes so they're safe. Just so I can move them around safely, because like this, stuff's just going to drop on them. I don't want to risk that, so they're better off being stored bubble wrapped in boxes. They're protected and they'll be maintained in good condition. I also want to be able to get to these TVs too so I can repair them. You know, it's going to be a productive man cave, starting to be a bit cluttered like this and hoarded. I want to be able to get the stuff. That's the whole point of a nice man cave. And yeah, so I got to iron and repair all this and find a way to protect these TVs. I'll make a box or something to store these in, because just moving them around as they are, they're just getting nicked and nicks all over. Look at that. That's a drawback of this wood. If you maintain it and look after it, it's good, but when you start moving them around so much, the bumps and nicks takes its toll. Yeah, I haven't got anything to paint that to repair that mark off. And the bloody hinge broke. I had fixed it when I got it. Glued the bit back on there, but now the piece that broke off there is gone. It's in there. I think I super glued it and it worked for a bit and it broke off again. But I want to have a nice good room where I can bolt that thing to the wall, have a good distribution from that modulator, plug directly in these TVs and maybe a TV rabbit ear antenna. I can just have a TV room. Because yeah, that'd be really cool. Okay, viewers, awesomeness. Doesn't seem to be very fast. It seems very laggy Ubuntu on this machine. I'm not sure why. Well, it's got plenty of RAM and everything. Stupidly slow. As I said, this is just going to be an experimental machine anyway, so I'll try put Linux Mint on here now. I like the I'm used to that Windows sort of interface with the taskbar. Which Linux Mint seems to be the only one that has that I sort of like. So I'm going to put Linux Mint in this machine next. See what that's like. This is a Mate 32-bit. I've got the Cinnamon version on 64-bit, but the processor and that, the Pentium 4, is only 32-bit only. So that's my limitation. So this is a good old 32-bit machine. So I'm going to put Linux Mint Mate, as they pronounce it, on it. It's worth messing around with. I'm also having fun with Linux. I've never ever bothered with it. I used to hear a little bit about it a couple of years ago, back in 05 and 06, and it wasn't really all that good, but now it's actually improved a lot with its new interface and everything. So I might just start getting used to it, learning the tricks of it. Take it off. See how that Linux Mate performs on here. It should perform better than the Ubuntu on this machine, but we'll see. Gotta love small form factor machines. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one here, guys. I reckon, yeah, some reckon this is better than Ubuntu. Most people reckon Ubuntu is better than every other Linux operating system, but yeah, maybe Ubuntu is good, I like it, but I want to just stick with this one for now. On this machine, I just stick with Linux Mint. I like this layout. Shut off the CD-ROM, I can just get it to the desktop, see what it's like. I do like this setup though. If I'm so damn used to Microsoft Windows. I'm going to stick with Linux Mint because I've got the taskbar as usual. It's just so easy. So much like Windows. Same desktop, everything's the same like Windows. I like it like this. I wish Ubuntu had the option, instead of having a thing here, you could also have this option as well. If Ubuntu had that, it wouldn't be so bad, but that's just what I'm used to. English, and install it from here, see? This is the latest Linux Mint too. This Linux Mint has Wine and VirtualBox embedded for running Windows apps, and I don't have to reinstall it like I did with Ubuntu. Sweet, I'll stick with Linux Mint. It's kind of like Mac in a way. You can get our Windows XP and all sorts of other themes to be better on this one, because this one's got a taskbar, make it look a bit more like Windows. Nice. Yeah, I think I like Linux Mint actually. Starting to like it already. Is that the right time? I think it is. It said it was 8:30 before, PM. Yep, the time's right. Alright. Shouldn't take too much longer to install the rest of this, so we'll get it all set up and that'll be it. Much more set up than Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, I sort of had to manually set everything up, although the hardware and everything was fine. This thing here's got everything like Windows. Everything's done, sets it all up for you. This is nice. I like this better than the Ubuntu already. Nice. I quite like how Mint works. Download it. Oh, there you go. And the sound works properly. Nice. It's not a hard drive, so well, there's nothing all physically wrong with it. It's just a bit slow because it's old by today's standards anyway. But it's better. It's running better than it run. This thing is running better than it ran Ubuntu. Nice. I'm gonna put my user password in. Get it authenticate. That's probably the main reasons why I don't get viruses either. If some spyware tries to make changes. It's a good thing about Linux, no viruses. There's the Mac store hard drive that this has got. And I like how this is all set up. I like it. There you go. Anyway, nice. I have to finish setting it up now. Bit small hard drive, but if I really like this at the end, I'll get a bigger hard drive, put it all in. This would be good, a good little desktop main computer, maybe for music and stuff, or YouTubing, just something you can download stuff on all the time and not get viruses, that sort of thing. That's really all it's good for. Good for media center too. This is a multimedia support version as well. Anyway, I'll get this all up to date and enjoy it. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.